praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Welcome back to another show, and this is a new show actually. It's kind of like a pep talk, like a quick morning talk. And why am I doing this? To be honest, over the actually, let's start with a brief introduction about myself because a couple days ago I was thinking to myself, right? I was like, I have a YouTube channel, right? But why am I really posting videos online? Like, if somebody's coming to my page for like the very first time, what do they need to know, right? And it's like, maybe I should do like a little bit, like a little talk about that. Just give a brief details about me, like talk about myself and my purpose of doing this, right? So my name is Safwan. That's my real name, and I'm from Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is in West Africa, just in case you don't know that. And born and raised, I moved to the States about 10 years ago. Moved there 2012. No, it's not up to 10 years yet, but pretty much we're gonna round it up to that much. Yes, and during my time in Sierra Leone and in the States, I've learned so many stuff, like differences between cultures. Sometimes we have the same point of view about something or similar point of view, but have like different routes that we get to those points, which kind of like makes a difference, right? In some of our judgment, but we forgetting the fact that we actually think the same thing. And also when it comes about just the way people live their life, right? And the way certain people see certain stuff, that don't mean anyone is wrong. Sometimes we just grew up in different cultures, right? And that's just how we've known of seeing things. So I've learned to be like very open-minded, and I've learned to understand that people do see things differently, but that don't mean anyone is wrong. So it's just the fact that having that pure understanding, which kind of makes it so much more easy for me to like relate to anyone else that is not, that doesn't share my same culture or my same growing up. So yeah, I feel like that's one main thing about traveling as well, right? Because when you travel, you get to see different people, like the way people live their life, and what that does actually makes you become more open-minded and makes you become more mindful of like the way you see things, you know. So yes, over the years, I've pretty much liked helping, but I was only helping when I was asked to help, right? So sometimes I've noticed situation where like I can offer my help, but I just didn't, just because nobody asked. For example, right? Let's say if my friend is going through like hard time, right? And I can sense that, but maybe they're just not comfortable like speaking about it, because sometimes we all have this shyness and all that. But at least if I'm seeing that they going through some sort of pain, right, and I can sense that maybe they could do with my help, I should offer that, right? Previously, I never used to do that. Like, I would just wait till somebody asked me, and even like if somebody asked me, right, I would just act like I don't know what's going on, or like I have no idea of like how to help or anything like that. And it was kind of bad, you know. And it's lately that I started thinking about it. I was like, I should change that, right? Maybe I should just offer, or like give my thoughts or my experience, or just like simple way of like how to go things that have worked for me, or maybe something I've done that didn't work for me, so they can learn from it, right? So that's where I'm coming from pretty much. And really, like a prime example, like the moment that I get to change that is when I joined this program called Europe. Europe is non-profit organization that train young adults in demand skills. I was in that program 2 years ago, and that program actually landed me in my job. But one thing that I am grateful for that program is just the people skills that I learned in there within 6 months, right? It's like I said, I've been to college and all that, but some of the stuff college don't teach them, right? For example, like how to like just have a normal conversation, or like how to like speak for yourself, or like how to voice your opinion, right? Without having to be too shy about it, or afraid to even like speak up for yourself. That is one thing that I learned about that program. Like they really force you to like speak up, and if you don't speak up, they're gonna call you out. But why am I even talking about Europe, right? So when I was in college, right, I used to be this kid, like this type of kid that just go to class like a couple minutes late before the class start. So class started at 8:30. I would be like around 8:32, 8:35, and I would just walk all the way to the back of the seat, right? Like all eyes on me. Usually I have this Beats headphones as well. Have my loud ass music while I'm walking to my seat and just sit down. Nah, I would just be in class, right? I'll focus, like listen to the teacher, but I would not contribute like anything unless like the teacher asked me to like contribute, right? So I felt like and sometimes like when the teacher asks a question, like I really do know the answers, right? But I don't know, for some reason, I don't know if it was shyness or it was just scared of like me saying the wrong stuff. I just didn't say it. And when someone else is saying, or like when the teacher says, like, that is exactly what I had in my head the whole time, right? So started feeling guilty about it. I was like, man, I feel like I'm depriving my peers, right? Like, I'm supposed to like share with them certain things, or maybe just give my thoughts, right? And not be scared of like being wrong, you know. So once I started having that thought, I was like, man, when I get to this year program, man, that's one thing I'm gonna do. Like that's like a new beginning for me, right? Like nobody knows me there, nobody knows my personality. So when I go in there, I'm gonna install the personality of like the guy that speaks up and the guy that's not scared to like say the the wrong stuff. But regardless, I'm gonna open my mouth and say something. So that was the mindset I was on, and it was kind of hard at the beginning, but that makes the program made it like very comfortable for like you to speak up, and I pretty much started growing from there. And we have like a coaching group on there as well, where like we have like one of the staffs that would be our coach, and like we'll be like in a team of, I think we was like in a team of eight students and the coach. So she's not teaching us like any of the courses, but she's there. She's pretty much like a counselor, right? Somewhere that we can go to speak to our problems. You know, if we're having like any issue, personal issue, like we would talk to her, and she's not gonna lick it to like all the other students. So they just there to like help us like voice our words, so she can go back to like the team and like give like what the kids are feeling, right? So yeah, and when I was in there, I was pretty much like speaking up and giving my thoughts on like all the problems that people are going through. And one thing my coach told me was like, man, I feel like you're a man for this, man. Like you just like have so much more experience. Like your peers are clearly like learning a lot from you as well, from your experience and all that. And even like the head of the program as well, like she said at once, she was like, I think you're going to be like a motivational speaker, right? Not to show off, but I don't think I'm ever going to be that. But it just shows a change of mindset, right? Like how I've had like people start viewing me compared to like my previous schooling, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it. So really what the show is going to be, it's kind of like a 5 to 10 minutes on average pep talk, something like that, where I'll be sharing things that I've learned throughout my entire life. It may sound like I'm a very old guy, but I'm really not. I just got a unique experience, right? Because I grew up in a different culture, living in America now. Like life is just so different, and we all have unique backgrounds, right? But I want to like step up and share my part of it, because at the end of the day, like we can only at the end of the day, we only know where we at right now, and the things that we've gone through. Like I wouldn't know like what someone else is I've been through like their whole life. So, but yeah, I just want to share a part of that. Whether it's just quotes that I've come across in reading books, or maybe from somebody I just met, like someone like spoke with. Yeah, I wanna be able to share those and give my point of view on them, or maybe just like life experience, good or bad things that have happened. Because sometimes we don't just have to share the good things. A lot of the times, like the bad things is what actually shape us to where we at now. So if I can share like some of the bad decisions, bro, some of the bad things I've gone through, to help somebody to learn that, so that they don't follow that same step, I'll be very, very glad to do that. Or if I can share the good things as well, so someone can learn on how they can replicate that, that is also great, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks so much for sticking to this, and I hope you guys stay tuned. Still looking for a name for this show, and I'll try to put one of these pep talks at least once every morning. Not every morning. I'll be lying to you if I tell you I'm gonna be able to do that right now. But I would say like once every week I'll try to put one of these up. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and if you guys have like a specific topic or anything that you want me to touch on as well, leave it in the comments below. I would do some research on it if I need to, or I'll just give my opinion on it. So thanks again. Check out my other content. I do vlogs as well, travel vlogs, and I do lots of DIYs as well. So this is where you want to be, man. Browse my stuff. But anyway, thanks again. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Peace out. So good.